The heart stops beating, the breath halts, and everything ends. But have you ever wondered, does a person really die in a single moment? Science says no. Death is not an event, but a process. Meaning, the moment the heart stops, not everything shuts down instantly. Many parts of the body remain active during that time. Some cells stay alive for hours. This entire biological orchestra gradually quiets down. And that's where science raises a deeper question. Is death defined by the stopping of the heart or by the slow fading of the body? 9. The brain can still think even after the heart stops. You may not have noticed, but many medical case studies have shown that the brain exhibits some electrical activity for several seconds after death. Even when the heartbeat stops, brain waves behave in a specific way. Some research has found traces of consciousness-like experiences even after brain death. So the question arises, if the brain is still active or showing signs of thought, even when the body is declared officially dead, is the person truly dead? Perhaps death isn't what we think. It's a transition where the connection between mind and body slowly dissolves. 8. Some organs remain alive for hours after death. In medical science, organ donation is a major field, and surprisingly, even hours after the heart has stopped, organs like the liver, kidneys, and corneas can still be transplanted into another person. This means that even though a person is declared clinically dead, the body isn't entirely dead. Some of its cells and organs continue metabolic activity. This represents a gray area between life and death, one that science still doesn't fully understand. It's truly astonishing that a body considered dead can still be biologically alive inside. 7. Cells can begin repairing themselves even after death. A 2017 study published in Nature revealed a shocking discovery. Even several hours after death, certain human cells begin to repair their DNA. It's like a soldier fixing his weapon after the war has already ended. This activity was especially seen in liver and skin cells. Scientists believe these cells are completely unaware that the body is officially dead. For them, life still goes on. This observation forces us to question, is life a centralized phenomenon? Or does each cell have its own survival instinct? 6th, movement after death. Why the body can still twitch. If you've ever seen a postmortem or a death-related video, you might have noticed that sometimes the fingers twitch, the legs move slightly, or the muscles near the eyes flutter. This isn't some paranormal activity. It's pure biology. Even after death, residual electrical energy in the nerves and muscles can cause such movements. This is known as postmortem muscle spasms. Sometimes they occur so late that it almost feels like the person came back to life. It's a biological illusion, but it shows that the body doesn't instantly become neutralized after death. 5. DNA and genes remain active even after death. Geneticists have discovered that even after death, some genes become active, especially those related to healing, inflammation, and embryonic development. It's as if the body is trying to revive itself. This phenomenon is called the thanatotranscriptomy, the genetic messages that get expressed after death. What's fascinating is that this gene activation can continue for 12 to 24 hours after death. It proves that even after death, much of the body remains alive. Maybe it simply doesn't want to stop living. Or perhaps the body hasn't yet accepted that everything is over. 4. The brain's last light the death time spike. Some research has shown that at the moment of death, there's a sharp spike in brain activity. In other words, the brain suddenly becomes hyperactive, like the filament of a light bulb glowing intensely just before going out. This is known as terminal lucidity. It has even been observed in coma patients who become alert and lucid for a few minutes right before dying. Science still doesn't fully understand why this spike happens, but some believe that this may be the moment when a person sees their entire life in a flashback. It feels like a final farewell, as if the brain is saying, "I'm leaving now." 3. The gut's final journey, digestive system, active after death. The body's digestive system, especially the intestines, can remain active for hours after death. The microbes and bacteria in the gut continue to digest, producing gases and causing internal movement in the body. That's why bloating and gas buildup are common after death. This reveals that the body works like an ecosystem, where every organ and cell follows its own timeline. And even when the central system shuts down, these internal systems perform their final duty. 2. Some people are clinically dead and still come back. Near-death experiences, NDEs, remain a mystery for science. Many people have shared stories of seeing a light after death, their soul leaving the body or moving through a tunnel. Medically, these are labeled as hallucinations. But in many cases, people were declared dead for 5 to 10 minutes and still came back. This suggests that the connection between body and consciousness is extremely fragile. Perhaps our perception of death is incomplete, and life might be something bigger than death. First, so then, is death really the end? Now that you know that even after death, cells function, genes activate, the brain shows activity, and some systems stay alive. Can we really call death an end? Or is it just a physical collapse while some inner process continues? Science still doesn't fully understand it. But one thing is clear. The death we think of as an instant end is actually a slow, fading biological experience. And maybe from here, a new question begins. Do we really die? Or do we simply transform? Our idea of death is quite simple. The heart stops, life ends. But what happens inside the body is far more complex and strangely beautiful. Death might just be the body's final performance, where every cell, every organ, every gene takes its own graceful exit. And if even after death, the body can stay a little alive, then maybe we never truly die.